So people knew you when you were a city councilor and you were defending your brother. And a lot of people now are going to want to know what you're like as the leader of the official opposition. So what's your style of leadership?
Well, I wouldn't be a successful business owner here or in Chicago if I didn't believe in surrounding myself with smarter people than myself in their area of expertise, no matter if it's education, healthcare, agriculture, mining, whatever it might be. And that's what I believe in business and in politics. Am I as defensive? Am I ready to do battle? No, not as much. I'll battle for the taxpayers, and I'll battle hard for them. But you have to understand the dynamics of the situation is at place. Rob was under attack, rightfully or wrongfully. I'm going to defend my brother. I'd do it again.
So I've heard you in previous interviews say that the thing that scares Kathleen Wynne and Andrea Horwath is that New Democrats want to vote for you and Liberals want to vote for you.
Absolutely, they did. I've heard it from Liberal insiders, deep Liberal insiders. It's a small world. Everyone talks. I know some deep Liberal insiders and said they're terrified of you to go up against you. Number one, in a debate. Number two, in just because of my voter base. We know traditionally 40% of union members, NDP members, vote for Rob or Doug Ford. 49% of traditional Liberal voters vote for Rob or Doug Ford, poll after poll after poll.
Under Vic, Vic reopened 2 nomination races when he was the interim leader. Do you think the party should reopen any of the others?
Well, I got to look into all of them, and I think I've been on 3 hours sleep in the last 3 weeks, but yeah, literally. And so we're getting brought up to date. I think I'm on my 60th hour as leader, and we're getting updated. But I'm going to leave no stone unturned. I'm going to look through that party with a fine-tooth comb. And I see any inappropriate action, it's going to be dealt with immediately. It's one thing. Our party is going to be transparent, accountable, and we're going to have integrity. And as soon as I see anything that's out of the ordinary, they're getting called up on it.
So I'm assuming then you haven't made any decisions on whether or not Patrick will be running in Barrie, Springwater, or Medante?
Not yet. I just have a little more investigating to do, let's say.
Are you leaving the door open to any of his people to come in and advise you?
No.
No. So I'm going to have to ask this one. Private booze?
Well, what I don't like about the booze sales, and by the way, just go on record, I'm not a drinker, I haven't drank. I think I got drunk when I was 17 once, never drank again. I'm not against it, by the way. What concerns me with the alcohol, we've cherry-picked retailers. This retailer gets it, this retail, and by the way, all you guys don't get it. I don't believe in that. Be fair to everyone. Why should we cherry-pick certain companies and not everyone? And as for the marijuana, this is a whole new road we're going down, so I want to be very careful on it. Very, very careful.
Do you have any thoughts on the foreign buyers tax?
I just don't like the government getting involved. I believe in the market dictating. The market, no matter if it's a stock market or anything, and it will always take care of itself. Supply and demand. We're short on single dwelling homes.
Would you be open to getting rid of that tax?
I'm sorry?
The foreign buyers tax, I'm sorry.
I'd definitely consider it. I'd open it up to the market. I think it stifles people. I think it really kills the market.
Well, there was rent control as well that came out at the same time.
Yeah,
right?
I don't like it. I like having the market dictate.
There's a bit of a mold for a politician at Queen's Park. Do you have any sense of you're going to enter that mold, or you think in your head that, or are people telling you that you should let Doug be Doug?
I can't be Doug. I can't change. I'm just going to be my average person. I can't be phony. That's what I can't stand about politicians. They're so phony. So phony. I don't care what party they are. They act one way behind closed doors, and then when they're in public, they're all this prim and proper. You should hear the conversations behind closed doors. We're just the same. We're the same no matter where we go, outside, inside. Just tell it the way it is.
Well, so have you been surprised at all then that it's Doug Ford, populist, social conservative is how you're being described in a lot of newspapers?
They can describe me the way they want. I'm just, I'm not out there. I'm not a Bible thumper, put it that way.
Some people want to build the place up. They want to reinvent the city.
Yeah.
Do you have a vision?
I want to make sure after, and it doesn't happen overnight, but after 4 years, we have the most prosperous region to do business in all of North America. I want to make sure I can sit there and check off a list. I said I was going to do it. I did it. And all the way down the road, I want to make it the best place to live, play, and work. And I said earlier, I believe in surrounding myself with smarter people than myself with their area of expertise. And I think that shows good leadership.